Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ English. In a key development for regional security cooperation in the Indian Ocean, Seychelles has now officially become the newest member of Colombo Security Conclave, the CSC platform. It is now a full member. The conclave, which already has other countries as key members like India, Maldives, Mauritius, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, has now therefore seen another expansion. Do not forget that at StudyIQ English, with me, we always have an approach of interlinking current events to each other. So quickly let me know in the comment box before we proceed that which other international platform, which other group had recently acquired a new member with the total number of members now becoming almost 11. Recently it has happened, so do let me know in the comment box. Coming back to now Colombo Security Conclave. Yes, Seychelles is now the new member and therefore the platform continues to grow, continues to expand its influence as a platform for multilateral collaboration across various dimensions of security with regards to the Indian Ocean. Also in line with India's larger policy of maritime security with propagation of our blue economy ideal. And now quickly let's see what exactly has happened for the UPSC exam, GS paper 2. Very important topic. Yes, Seychelles has now formally become the new member of Colombo Security Conclave. And this happened during the 7th National Security Advisor level meeting that was held in New Delhi. So do remember the key facts. The 7th high level Security Advisor level meeting that happened in New Delhi. And what's the development? The development is with regards to CSC, Colombo Security Conclave, the island country of Seychelles becoming the new member. Now this platform focused on regional security cooperation in the Indian Ocean continues to therefore expand its influence as a key platform where countries are now negotiating towards more ocean, more maritime security framework among the littoral states. You can have a look at the location here in the map just to get an idea. And let's remember that Colombo Security Conclave brings together national security advisors and deputy national security advisors of various member countries. Now, India had a very clear agenda when it came to this meeting that yes, maritime security is the future security for most of these countries in the platform. So what exactly happened at the summit? Now, Colombo Security Conclave was initially, when it started, it was known as the National Security Advisor Trilateral Maritime Security. It was the beginning that it was known by this name. And it was established between India, Sri Lanka and Maldives in 2011, the time we had our last official census also. So remember with that mnemonic, 2011, we had the beginning of this conclave. It was called trilateral because we had India, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Back then, it was an initiative of Sri Lanka, began from Sri Lanka to enhance, to improve maritime security in the Indian Ocean region. And on that note, one more quick question I want you to answer me in the comment box. Which leader, rather, which country had proposed the idea for quadrilateral dialogue? Do let me know in the comment box. Now come back to Colombo Security Conclave. So it initially began in 2011 as a tripartite, as a three-party platform. It had India, Sri Lanka, Maldives. These were the founding members. The idea came from Sri Lanka, but Mauritius also became a part of the conclave in 2022. And talking about Bangladesh, it also joined last year, that's in 2024. So far, Seychelles had been an observer state, but today the development is that it is a full-time member of the conclave. So now that we know that the conclave is important, let's quickly see what are the agendas of the conclave. Well, the biggest agenda is it offers a multilateral, that means many parties, many countries are coming and represented here. It offers that kind of multilateral regional grouping to enhance, improve collaboration, cooperation in the IOR, Indian Ocean region. Some of the main agenda: maritime safety security, counter-terrorism and radicalization. Now, this radicalization is often in the news. It has been in the news ever since we experienced the recent blast near the Red Fort in New Delhi. Since then, the government has been saying repeatedly that one of the agendas against terror control should also be to find out if students, groups, communities are experiencing terror radicalization. So here also for CSC, it's an important agenda. Now, combating trafficking and transnational organized crime, cyber security, a word that you keep hearing every day. Every day. Whether it was about the recent meeting of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, whether it was the ASEAN summit that happened in Kuala Lumpur recently, whether we are now talking about the G20 ministerial meeting that's underway. Everywhere you hear cybersecurity. In fact, people are saying it's high time that we move away from conventional war practices and focus on the challenges of the modern day. And that's the reason why even Indian Defense Force today focuses on theatre level operations, where the Army, the Air Force and the Navy, they all do interoperability, and one of the target is cyber security. Do remember GS paper 3, very crucial topic. Recently, the GPS spoofing around Delhi was also a grim reminder of the need towards cyber security. And then one more development, it reminds me. The Supreme Court of India has recently asked the central government of India whether India is going to ratify UN Convention against cybercrime or not. Yes, it was in the news, so do remember. One of the agendas under Colombo Security Conclave is cyber security to protect critical infrastructure and HADR. That's a key part of most of the naval military exercises that we see. That is humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. So these are all the key pillars of the Colombo Security Conclave. Now, looking at how the summit was hosted, the meeting was chaired by India's National Security Advisor, yes, and it was attended by delegations from all the member countries together, and all the other members, Maldives, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. Now, do remember the membership. It's a very good idea to sometimes have just a quick short form for those students who struggle to remember, because we have so many platforms, so many summits happening. You can create a small mnemonic for all of these. For example, you can say it is M2SB. Okay, so that's a wonderful way of remembering. Rather, you can also make it M2, that's Maldives, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Seychelles, Bangladesh, India. Something like that that helps you recall. And do not get confused between ASEAN membership or BIMSTEC membership. Be very sure about that. Okay, so that was the meeting all about. And this is the 7th National Security Advisor level meeting. The members focused upon 5 pillars of cooperation we just saw in the previous slide. Also, they are trying to now address the rising problem of organized crime. The member states agreed to improve collaboration, cooperation with each other through training and capacity building, as Seychelles has now become the 6th member of the CSC. Malaysia, now another very important point that you must remember. Malaysia was in the news because Malaysia hosted ASEAN this time. Yes, so now the 47th ASEAN. So Malaysia is in the news again because Malaysia has joined this meeting of what we are talking about, CSC, as a guest country for the first time. So do remember, Malaysia is joining as the guest country for the first time. It also shows how the interest of other countries is now getting risen towards the key areas of this conclave, the CSC conclave. Ultimately, an integrated security, not just for the Indian Ocean, but the larger vision of creating a more peaceful, a more law and order based Indo-Pacific. After all, that's also the purpose of exercise Konkan, Malabar or the Quad dialogue. So that is the news right now. A quick practice question for you. With reference to Colombo Security Conclave, look at the following statements here. 1. Seychelles joined CSC as a full member during 7th NSA-level meeting at New Delhi in 2025. 2. Malaysia participated in this meeting as a guest country for the first time. And 3. This conclave, Colombo Security Conclave, focuses exclusively, especially it focuses on maritime security and does not include cooperation on cyber security. Which of these statements are valid? Now, if you have understood the entire topic well? It's a very easy question. So try to let me know the answer in the comment box, but beyond answer, it really makes me extremely happy. It makes me feel rewarded if you can leave behind a perspective on this. A perspective that's non-political, non-critical of anybody, but a perspective that helps us create interest in UPSC topics. Okay, so that's something that's most welcome. A quick reminder about the target year UPSC 2027. We all know with now most of the aspirants really trying hard and preparing for the 2027 UPSC exam, well begun is half done. So we introduce you a very special offer. The offer is 12,999. Now you will agree it's a very small price. 12,999 for more than 15 months. So if you do a breakup of this calculation, you might understand monthly it is a very humble amount. Why are we asking for such less money? Because it's about making education, making the right to get selected accessible and affordable to every aspirant, especially with our platform. Now this sale offers you at 12,999 all GS courses, all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. Prelims, some guidance, personality improvement, grooming for the interview, current affairs, news, answer writing, essay writing, one-on-one mentorship. What else can you ask for? And for those who are working, evening batch, morning batch, weekend batch. Available in Hindi, full English medium batch and bilingual in English. All you need to do is use code SPLIVE, SPLIVE, and enroll for the offer today because the admissions to the batch will close on 25th November. For those who are writing the exam in 2028, I would again say, opportunity will not repeatedly knock on your door. Okay, so this is one of the unique opportunities. 31,999, a great chance to allow me also to become a part of your preparation journey. To give you full support of preparation, guidance, mentorship. Yes, the batch will close 25th November. All GS covered, plus one optional you can choose, and we will also make it super discounted for you. Rest everything as a part of the batch, all included. Use code SPLIVE, enroll today. Thank you so much.